All right, we are here at Jolly Roger Games with the man Jim himself, and we were looking at, well, that's Kremlin, that's the new one. And
free advertising.
Yeah, there it is. So go ahead, let's kick it off and take a look at Founding Fathers first.
Okay, Founding Fathers is going back into print and should be back by Christmas. Okay. It was designed by Christian Leonard and Jason Matthews, and you play one of the 5 Founding Fathers trying to create the U.S. Constitution. Okay. It's a card, if you don't know it already, Jason's one of the designers of Twilight Struggle. Jason and Christian did 1960, okay. So it follows the same card-driven mechanic. Right. But it does not require a knowledge of the history of the subject. We'll provide you with that. We'll sneak it in. And plays in about 2 hours. It is a multiplayer card-driven game so that you can be social while you're learning about the U.S. Constitution. Awesome. The other multiplayer game, I like card-driven mechanics and multiplayer games, that came out a couple years ago for us, is over here, and that is Pirates vs. Dinosaurs.
All right.
Pirates vs. Dinosaurs, the idea for this came 16 years ago when my son, who was 5, and I was just starting Jolly Roger, said, "Dad, I want to be a game designer." And he lined up all his Fisher-Price guys and all his plastic dinosaurs. And I said, "What's that?" He's like, "This is my game." I said, "Well, what's it called?" And he said, "Pirates vs. Dinosaurs." I was like, "That's actually a really good name for a game." So started trying to work on a game, and I had an idea for it, and it didn't work. And I turned it over to a good game designer named Frank Branham, and he worked on it. He's like, "I can't get this to work." And so about 4 years ago at Origins, Richard Lanius of Arkham Horror fame came up, and he's like, "Jim, I would love to do a game for you, but you've got to come up with a theme, and it's got to be something I have never heard from." I said, "All right, Richard, pirates on an island with dinosaurs looking for treasure." He's like, "That hasn't been done." And so about a month later, first prototype, first evolution of Pirates vs. Dinosaurs appeared.
Real quick, somebody was asking, they wanted to see the Founding Fathers game real quick. So there it is, it's Founding Fathers. And yeah, here we'll take a look at that.
That's one of the cards for the Founding Fathers. Gives a little bit of information and a list of all the cards that are in play, so you can card count if that's how you work.
There you go.
Counter sheet. This is on the debate track, points you score for advancing your ideology. Okay. These are the articles that are being voted on by the states. The orange circle around it means that this is fictional, and it's the side that didn't happen in real life. On the other side, it's the actual articles.
Okay, cool.
With the game board, we tried to lay it out. I think Josh Capel did a great job. It is laid out to look like Independence Hall, nice. Along with Ben Franklin's palanquin that's outside to let everybody know that the debates were in session. And even, I don't know if you can see it on a video, the star on the back of George Washington's chair. So that we've tried to
be historically correct with all of the artwork.
But I also, one of the comments here at Origins, "Oh, I don't play it, that's a political game." Well, we're not really interested in the politics of it. We're interested in fun, but also ultimately learning about the Constitution.
Yeah, the history.
I don't think you get it from school enough, and you see it on TV, and I cringe on TV because, well, the Constitution says, no, it doesn't. Right. Or James Madison thinks this. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
One TV station I saw, they're talking about what Thomas Jefferson did at the Constitutional Convention. And if you're an American, right, and you're watching, you should go, Jefferson was ambassador to France and wasn't even there.
Right.
So, but people watching TV don't necessarily know that. It retails for $65 and should be available again in the fall.
Excellent. Cool.
So that was the rest of Founding Fathers.
You are searching the island
with Pirates vs. Dinosaurs here.
Your treasure map.
You search the island for bits of the treasure map that you have. When you find it, you get to go digging, and that's actually reaching in the bag for treasure. Bad things can happen. You could cause the island to sink, or you could wind up having a dinosaur attack you. The objective is really to hurt the other people with dinosaurs. You play dinosaur cards against one another, and then you have to defend yourself with your crew and your weapons. You roll the dice. If a dinosaur has a strength of 6 and you roll 3 successes, You failed by 3, 3 of your crew members get eaten.
Okay.
If you run out of crew, you got to go back to the boat and get more crew at a penalty.
Gotcha.
It plays about 25 to 30 minutes to a player.
Okay.
I think it's a lot of fun. I think kids can play it, younger kids with a little help. The warning I have is you can't play it with somebody that suffers from analysis paralysis. In gaming, if they sit there and like have to think out every move, this will become a very painful game.
Yeah.
It's also the only game I know that on the cover doesn't actually have the game title.
Okay.
So if you look at it, there's no title on the
there's just
cover.
the picture of the pirates.
Right. Which is, of course, Pirates versus Dinosaurs.
Right.
So it is the title.
It is the title.
But it's not actually on there.
Excellent.
All
right, finally, we have a few new games.
Yeah, we did Kremlin last summer, and it was gone in about 30 days, so it's finally being reprinted. It was originally done by Fata Morgana in like 1982 as a parody of Soviet politics. And since that point in time, it's Russian politics, but it's all the same. The objective of the game is to be in control of the party chief and wave at the October Revolution parade 3 times. It's secret influence. You put it on. The various offices of the Politburo have different powers. The KGB can purge people and send them to Siberia. The Defense Ministry can put them on trial. So you can't take it too seriously. The fictional politicians in there have odd names. You can run into Boris Badenov. There's Pergamov, Strychnine, all sorts of characters. It plays in about 60 to 90 minutes, and not related to Jolly Roger, but I mean, I've got the Kremlin shirt on. It's my favorite board game of all time. I've worn my Avalon Hill copy out from years ago. And the newest one that'll be out in a couple weeks is Cthulhu's Vault. I co-designed it with Richard Launius, who did Arkham Horror and is a big Cthulhu fan. And it's a storytelling game playable in about 30 to 45 minutes, where everybody collaborates to tell a story. And when that story reaches its end, either from us running out of story cards or a certain number of cultist tokens being revealed, then we go to the combat side of it. Whoever had the most cultist tokens becomes the Great Old One. Everybody else is investigators, and we use a separate deck of cards to fight it out until either the Great Old One is dead or all the investigators are dead. Right now, it comes in a metal tin. And you can hear it. If you lift it, you can feel that it's heavy. And it retails for $40 when it comes out. It should be in stores next month. Last night I received an email that said it's off the train in Chicago, and when I get home I get to do paperwork, and then it'll head to me.
Excellent. All right, well, hey, thanks for the rundown of those games. A lot of people were commenting. They looked like they really were excited for a lot of these titles. So this is, again, Jolly Roger's Games. There's the flag, and thanks for showing us around.
Have a good show.
All right, thanks.